Hello, I'm Dr. Ted Pena, and today I want to talk to you about 5 things that you need to know before you choose a chiropractor. Now, this is really important to me because before I became a chiropractor, I went and just met the first 2 that I drove by, and it was awful. The first one, he was mean. He didn't want to spend any time talking with me, and just was kind of a quack. The guy was nuts. Second guy I went to go talk to, he was real depressed and not someone that I'd want to be going to feel better. So these 5 points will help increase the chance for you to find a chiropractor who can really help you out. So I'll just jump right in. Let's do this. Step number 1 is you want to ask your family and friends, people that you already know. Don't just go on Facebook and ask random people you don't know who they choose. I mean, it's fine. Go ahead and ask, but the better thing to do is ask someone you trust, because then you could get more specific details. You can ask them, what their characteristics are like. You can find out their personality. Even better yet, talk to them about introducing you to the chiropractor, or at least bringing up the fact that you want to come in. Chiropractors like that, and maybe they'll reach out to you and answer any questions that you might have. But bottom line is, when it comes to choosing a chiropractor, I think the best thing to do is first ask trusted family and trusted friends. So the next thing, I got some notes here because I don't want to miss anything. Step number 2, go ahead and check Yelp reviews and Google reviews, but word of caution, anyone could go on there and have their friends start putting good content and how give them 5 stars. So don't just go by that. If anything, see if they have any bad reviews, because if they have bad reviews, it's not the end of the world. See how they respond to those bad reviews, because I've been in practice for it's 29 years now. And, thankfully, most people that come see us get what they're looking for, but sometimes it's just not a good fit, and for both ways. So, there's plenty of chiropractors out there with different styles, but really back to the reviews. When you're checking the reviews, make sure that the office responded and how they responded. If they're really defensive, or, what I'm talking about, if just listen to or read how they respond to their reviews, and hopefully they don't have many bad reviews. Hopefully it's all filled with great reviews. And but at least if you do check, make sure you see how they respond to any negative reviews. Okay, that was step number 2. Step number 3 is actually go into the office. Now that's what I did, but it didn't turn out so good, because I didn't ask anyone, and it was, it could have been a lot better. But nonetheless, you want to go in, and it's probably a good idea, and call the office ahead of time, because, we get really busy, and we, when we're here seeing patients, we may not have the extra abundant time to really get to know you in detail. So a busy office like ours will at least set aside a time for you to come in, do a consultation. Nobody's in a rush. You can ask all the questions you want. That's probably the best thing. The next best would be, just drive in and see how they're doing. Because if they're super busy, well, then they'll probably make a time where you could spend more time together. Or if they're not busy in the moment, they should be able to, walk you around, show you the office, ask to see the treatment rooms, make sure everything looks nice and clean. Go with your gut. I mean, if you just get a creepy feeling, doesn't feel right, you've got your answer. But don't be shy. You really step out there and go into these chiropractors' offices and see what it's like. And step number 4, ask if they take x-rays, because x-rays is huge. I don't understand why there are chiropractors out there adjusting without x-rays. I mean, I kind of get it, because chiropractic adjustments as a whole are pretty safe. So for most people, you go in, get adjusted, only good things are going to happen. But once in a while, there's other causes than misalignments that can really, you really want to know before you get adjusted. And x-ray takes all the guesswork out of it. Another reason that you want to take an x-ray is it gives you detail of how the misalignments are in your spine. Now, any good chiropractor should be able to palpate your spine, and gosh, even just looking at your posture should be able to say, hey, wow, something's going on there. But a really good chiropractor will take the extra time and take in the x-rays, because no matter how good you can palpate someone, you can't see inside their body. And x-rays takes all the guesswork out of it. And the x-ray exposure is minimum, especially if they have up-to-date equipment and they use good technique. It's really low exposure. So you want to make sure, though, before you choose a chiropractor, you want to know if they take x-rays. Another reason why is you want to make sure that there's no disease in the spine. Now, I'll tell you a little story. When I first started practice, I was always x-raying. That's the way we were trained. You take an x-ray before you manipulate the spine. But I had a young girl come in, and she was a teenager, and long story short, I took an x-ray, and I thought maybe it's just a sprain strain, nothing big. Took an x-ray, she had cancer in her spine. She had tumors, and it was pretty scary. So she ended up over at a local hospital, and I didn't touch her. You know, thankfully, they followed up, and they took care of her, but I would have never known. You don't know until you take those x-rays. So I know I kind of went long on those x-rays, but it's really important. Make sure your chiropractor has an x-ray. Now, step number 5, and this is the last step, is ask about prices. I don't know why, no, I do know why, and I'll give you the answer, but there's a lot of chiropractors just reluctant to give you their prices. They should be totally open about their prices. Now, to be fair, this is what we do here, is that in order to give out prices, we need to know what's going on. So the first step you should find out is, how much do you charge for exam and x-rays? Now, we charge $49. Sometimes they charge all the way up to $200. You know, that's fine, whatever people feels comfortable with that. But at least find out the price for your first exam and first x-ray. And then the second thing you want to find out is, how much is the treatment plan? Because sure, you could pay per visit, and they should tell you an exact price for that, but they should also tell you how much, how long the treatment's going to last. Is it going to be 1 week? Is it going to be 1 month? Is it going to be longer? And you're going to want to know before you commit to something like that. So ask about prices. Don't be shy. If they're evasive and don't want to give you prices, well, that's where, red flag, timeout. That's probably a place you don't want to go to. So at the very least, though, find out how much the initial exam and x-rays, to find out what's going on. Because if you don't know, it's like taking your car to a mechanic. How could they give you a quote if they don't know what's going on? So you got to diagnose the problem first. You find out the problem, then you figure out the treatment plan, and then you go over prices. Another thing that they should be able to do is you can pay per visit, or if they should offer you, if you want to pay in advance, maybe give you a little discount. Don't be shy, ask. All they could do is say no, but it doesn't hurt to ask. Those are the 5 steps. I think I covered everything. Number 1, ask your family and friends. Number 2, check the Yelp and Google reviews. And if there's bad reviews, don't trip out. Just see how they responded to those bad reviews, but there shouldn't be too many bad reviews. Number 3, meet with the doctor and staff before you choose one, very important. Number 4, ask if they take x-rays, that's big. And number 5, ask about prices. I'm Dr. Ted Pena, and certainly if you have any questions, just get a hold of us, or you can call us at our office at 951-276-2838. Press the like button as well as subscribe, because there's a lot of content I want to share with you, and that's going to be coming up at least once a week, if not more. So press like and subscribe, and I wish you many blessings and have an awesome day.